Hey everyone, it's Tiffy, back with another post New Day rambling thing. Um, this year was really stressful, particularly the last couple of months. There were a lot of circumstances that made um, making things very, very, very hard for a lot of people. Um, Too numerous to count, actually. So, whenever it came time to be, let's say around December, I was really worried about what New Day would be and what New Day would end up being. I was thinking to myself, oh, we're just going to have one day of feds. Oh, we're just going to have like maybe a dozen show up. Um, we had a good number of signups. I think it was pushing 40. Like not, it was definitely in the 30s, the high 30s. Um, so I was really, really worried that we weren't going to have, as high of a turnout as even a year before last year. Last year was huge. Um, but man, I underestimate you guys every single fucking time. Every single fucking time. And through a combination of just sheer wanting to do something and determination and go get 'em attitude, I guess, uh, probably had the biggest turnout that we've ever had in terms of feds. Um, Maybe not the biggest. Maybe not the biggest. I think no, no. Like okay, no, I'm doing the math in my head, and I think we had uh, more feds I think this year than we did last, and a lot of them went over time, which is why both nights were like 5 hour. Yeah, why both nights were like 5 hours. But hey, we did it last year. Why not do it again this year? So thank you to everybody. Thank you to all the people that came out for New Day last year and have stuck around the entire year until now. You were appreciated back then, and you're even more appreciated now that you stuck with it and you became part of this community. Uh, just this also meant a lot to me because uh, I'm not really going to do this anymore, making feds. New Day, for about 3 years now, has been kind of my thing. And yes, Francis has been a huge help, a huge help. And last year Sam was a huge help, and this year Stardy was a huge help. Um, but ostensibly and for all intent and purpose, it was my thing because for 6 months of my life, I was organizing this. And I know you guys appreciate every single shred of it. I'm not going to ask to be appreciated. I'm not going to ask for praise. I'm not going to ask for thank you tiffies and hearts and claps and all that. No, I know you guys appreciate it because you come out every year and you have fun. Um, it seemed like kind of a rush job by the end of it, but I think that this was probably a really memorable New Day. Um, in all honesty, I'm glad it's over. Not that I didn't enjoy myself, but I think it's time for someone else to take this up and deal with the organization and the putting it together and just the overall, not headache, but time sink that it is. I hope there's a good team putting it together next year. The 9th and the 10th is the projected date, of course. Um, I'm sort of at a loss. I'm sort of at a loss. I'm kind of sleepy. I'm kind of stressed. I'm kind of tired. I'm also relieved. This is unfortunately a year where I had to hang up the Fed making uh, boots, so to speak, and it's unfortunate. It's not fun, um, but not because I'm not doing anything. It's because it's just a tragedy whenever something that's such a big part of your life for so many years just suddenly goes away. Because I've been doing feds for AES since maybe a month and a half after I joined. Um, Rose was not too long into my tenure as an AES member. And so there hasn't really been a time in AES where I haven't been making feds or wanting to make feds. Um, Even the first time that I closed down Rose, I was desperately wanting to keep making it, or making something. And the second time I closed it down, I had that same feeling, and I went and I made Rise. Um, and Rise was a lot of fun. But there just comes a point where you say, look, you either have to, you either do this or you do something else. And something else won out, which I think it should always win out when it comes to this kind of hobby and this kind of time sink and this kind of commitment to making stuff. That being said, that being said, the fact that there are so many new shows on the horizon. We have Queen of Los Angeles, yes. We have Panic, which I was very, very happy to put together the promo for that. We have what's it called? I'm not going to memorize this name. So what? I want to say this correctly. Asphodel Meadows. That's going to come up. We have so many things coming on the horizon, and the AES World Cup, that's a new thing. Just a massive amount of new content that's going to come our way in 2018, and I really hope that New Day kicked everyone in the ass and made them want to go, yes, this is what I want to keep doing. This is the hobby that I belong to. This is the hobby that I want to keep supporting. I want to give very special shout outs to all of my friends. All of my friends who not only supported me during really tough times, but supported me whenever I was having to come to terms with not doing this anymore, especially my best friend. There have been times when I have felt very much not okay with who I am as a person. And I don't know, just it's sort of affirming that, I have friends here. And they're not going to go away no matter what happens to AES, no matter what happens to me in AES, no matter what happens to all of you in AES. AES does not make us friends, it makes us closer friends. I guess that's it. Really, it is a post New Day rambling. That's what this is. I don't want to take it too long. I'm already past the time I took doing the other one last year. I'm probably not going to listen to this back. I'm probably just going to post it raw. But thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody that submitted. Thank you to everybody that helped. Thank you to everybody that wanted to do something but couldn't. Thank you to everybody that you didn't even sign up, to just wanted to support New Day. And, maybe next year you'll make something. Maybe next year you will make the next big showcase that everyone remembers. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for watching New Day, and I'm glad to have been a part of it. See you later, guys.